Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. Doing some clicks. Pop out the chat here. Everyone's having a good Saturday night. What's going on, Brian? Nice to see you again. Brian, you have 3 spots in the prize pack drawing, which we're going to do first. Since you got 3 teams today. BP got 4 teams today. Randy Campbell bought 3 teams today. Dan Dubs bought 2. Joel Day, Scott, and Caleb all bought 1. So some good odds for the prize pack there. Crossing fingers. That's right. Just a little assortment of some random autos I have laying around. There'll be one very nice one, a couple mid ones, and then some kind of lower end ones, but it'll be cool. It'll be worth it if you win. We'll go over the names and the breaks real fast while we got the timer going. Let's see here. BP has Edmonton, Colorado, Nashville, Columbus, Dallas, Detroit, Minnesota, and Ottawa. Quite a few for BP. Dan Dubs has Islanders and Vancouver. Randy has Calgary, Washington Devils. Brian, you have Sharks, Ducks, and VGK. Joel Day has St. Louis. Scott W. has the Kings. Caleb has Florida, Montreal. Charles Palmer has Boston, Pittsburgh, Philly. Frank has the Rangers. Matthew Bannerman, our first time with us, has the Jets. Hopefully some Jets fire for Matthew. Aaron Greenius has the Maple Leafs. And BP also has Lightning, Carolina, Buffalo, Chi-Town, Seattle, and Arizona to close it out. So that is where we're at. We will do the drawing 6 times like we normally do over on random.org. Pop that in the screen here in just a second. Get that knocked out of the way, so we will start right on time in about a minute and a half. Let's get the screen changed. Transition over, where's the mouse? There's the mouse. So here's our screen there. Do a little zooming in. So you got a bunch of Brian's, Brian P, 2 for Dan Dub, 3 for Randy C, Brian D has 3 as well, Joel, Scott, and Caleb. So we do this 6 times. Here is the first. And there is the first, Joel on top. Second time, Brian P on top. Third time, Brian P on top. Fourth time, Joel D on top. 5th time, Brian P on top. This one is all that counts right here. Going to zoom in a little bit. Top one right here will count. Here we go. And it is Caleb. Caleb Lindy gets the auto pack. So congrats, Caleb. Let's see. Brian, I didn't even see you in the top 3 for any of those drawings. Not your night for that. That's all right. Maybe you get a Hall of Fame guess. Get a Hall of Fame pack. So we have about 30 more seconds, and we'll get right into it. As you see, I got some X's there for the box of Allure, an X on Synergy, and an X on Artifact for our 3 Hall of Fame guesses. Feels my camera's off a hair here. If it's the mount or what? Why is my camera a little off? Do a little zoom out. There we go. Best it's going to be. But all right, let's get into it, shall we? Shall we? We'll go right from the top. SPGU first up. So good luck everyone that bought into break 923 and made it happen today. Hopefully pull some fire like we did on Wednesday. Go to our thumb hole here. Thought Wednesday's break was really good. Hey, also, Brian, since you're the only one here, I just dropped break 13. A 4-box break, very low priced. SPGU, Allure, and Artifacts. Trying to get rid of the old stuff before I go into the new stuff. So we had quite a bit of inventory since it kind of slowed down, so I'm kind of getting rid of the older stuff before we get into Trilogy. It just dropped. It's more the newer stuff, but just dropped on the website. It is there. if you are interested. And since you're the only one here, run over there real fast. All right, first up. Put that there. We have a banner year for Charlie McAvoy and the Bruins. I don't like these banners because it's like pixelated of the outdoor Lake Tahoe game logo. But Charlie McAvoy banner year for the Bruins. Banner year here for Philip Grubauer and Colorado. Rocking the Nordiques logo there. So the Avalanche and Philip Grubauer. Then we have Jasper Weatherby for the Sharks. Jasper Weatherby. Hey, what's going on, BP? Jasper Weatherby for the Sharks. All right. Who has? Looking at my list real fast, go look at the auto. Brian D. Let's see what we got here for you, Brian. Pretty cool. Finnish Flash, Teemu Selanne. Little nickname patches. Very cool for the Ducks and Brian P. I'm sorry, Brian D. Brian DeMarco. Teemu Selanne and the Ducks, Finnish Flash. Very nice one. I don't think it's numbered. I'll check the back here in a second. Now they do have low numbered ones with the autographs, but cool one for Brian, Teemu Selanne, and the Ducks. Then we have for Minnesota and BP, Kalen Addison, Purity Auto, out of 49. The 15 out of 49 there. Very cool. Purity Auto for Kalen Addison and Minnesota Wild. Going to BP. Getting the first auto of the night. Do the auto horn for you, Brian. Next up we have Trevor Zegras out of 9.99. Zegras and the Ducks out of 9.99. Then we have Ivan Prosvetov for the Desert Dogs out of 9.99. $389.99 for Prosvetov and the Desert Dogs. And that wraps up our box. That's a slug. Get right into Allure, but it's a Hall of Fame guest box. I think there's only 2 of you in here. So get your Hall of Fame guesses for Allure. We had some awesome cards out of here on Wednesday. See if we can do it again. All right, Cedar and Zegras. And there's Vic saying Suitor. What's going on, Vic? There. Always nice to see Vic in here. I haven't seen you in a while, bud. But welcome, welcome. All right, first up we have Matthew Tkachuk with the Snorkel Squad for Calgary. Anze Kopitar for LA. Kevin Fiala for Minnesota. Elias Lindholm for Calgary. Tavares for the Maple Leafs. We have our Orange Crush of Quentin Byfield. Little box cover right there. Byfield and the Kings. Orange Crushes aren't, Orange Slice. Orange Slices aren't numbered, but still a cool insert. Kind of like the laser cut, the card. So Byfield and the Kings going to Scott Weslewski. We got a rainbow here of Patrick Kane. A purple blue, I imagine. Or blue indigo. It's the actual color spectrum. So blue purple, I was right. 82 out of 199. 82 of 199 for Patrick Kane and the Blackhawks. Very cool one there. And last one up is Cam York and the Flyers. Next up, Miro Heiskanen for Dallas. Nikolai Ehlers for the Jets. Adam Fox for the Rangers. Andrei Svechnikov for Carolina. Rocking that cool Whalers jersey. Grubauer for Seattle. Another rainbow here of Benoit Oliver Giroux. Probably messing his name up a little bit. For the Ducks. Going to Mr. DeMarco. Red Orange is not numbered. The red orange insert. Then we have Hustle, Hit It, and Never Quit insert for Drew Doughty and the Kings. Doughty in LA. Then we have Niles Lundqvist for the Rangers. Lundqvist for the Rangers. Next up, Mark Giordano for Seattle. Brady Tkachuk for Ottawa. Jason Robertson for Dallas. Nugent Hopkins here with an insert. Come right back to it. Miro Heiskanen with an insert. Come right back to it. Looking to see if we're getting an auto in this pack. We're not. Last card is Mike Hardman for Minnesota for Chicago. Can't talk now. This is the double rainbow here for Miro Heiskanen in Dallas. Super thick card there. A nice double rainbow insert for Dallas and Heiskanen. And then we have that Ryan Nugent Hopkins here. Very cool pixelated card. Red rainbow. Next up we have Jonathan Huberdeau for the Swamp Kitties. Vasilevsky for the Lightning. Gensel for the Penguins. Max Pacioretty for Vegas. Patrick Laine for Columbus. Got a black rainbow here of UC Saros in Nashville. Control Room for Drysdale and the Ducks. And William Eklund for San Jose. I like these inserts. They have like, what is that? 1, 2, like 12 different photos there, kind of in the background. And the Control Room insert, and that Eklund card there. Should be getting into an auto area here somewhere. Austin Matthews. Hey y'all. Guess who's growing a mustache? I know! Hurdle for the Sharks. Maxime Comtois for the Ducks. Connor McDavid for the Oilers. Marner for the Leafs. Black Rainbow of Cole Caulfield and Montreal. Iced out insert of Joe Veleno in Dallas and Cole Lind for the Kraken. Veleno and Lind is the last two. I know. Alright, we got 3 packs left. Where's this auto going to be at? I can get into this. Next up, Suzuki for Montreal. Pettersson for Vancouver. Artemi Panarin for the Rangers. Stützle for Ottawa. Jacob Markstrom for the Flames. Dylan Cousins rainbow insert. And there it is for the Capitals, Hendrix Lapierre. Haven't had a Capital in a long time, going to Randy Campbell. Congrats, Randy. Little rainbow auto. Last card was Lucas Raymond for Detroit. But for Randy Campbell, Hendrix Lapierre in the Caps. And haven't had a Capital in quite some time. Nice to see him every now and then. That's the full rainbow auto insert. Throw him back here. Do an auto horn for Randy. Congrats, Randy. Strike out there, strike one on the Hall of Fame guesses. All right, Connor Hellebuck for Winnipeg. Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues. Alex Nedeljkovic for Detroit. Braden Point for Tampa. Josh Morrissey for Winnipeg. Got another insert here of Antoine Lindell and the Swamp Kitties. Got Moritz Cedar with the Quartz insert. And last card is Morgan Barron for the Rangers. Barron for the Rangers. A Cedar Quartz insert. And our insert of Mr. Antoine Lindell. And last pack in our Allure box, we have UC Saros for Nashville. Verana for Detroit. Tuck for Vegas. Eichel for Buffalo. Colton Parayko for the Blues. Black Rainbow of JT Miller and the Canucks. Hendrix Lapierre again with the jersey number. So I think that's numbered here. I'll go back to it. Spencer Knight for the Panthers. And Lapierre is numbered of 199, card 3 of 199. The jersey number insert. Get into our first box of Synergy, which I'm really starting to like these. Either they're kind of really funky, but they're really cool. I never even thought of that guy. Yeah, I think it's his second year for the Caps, I believe. He goes up and down between Hershey quite a bit. First up, we have Spencer Knight for Florida. Bo Horvat with the Exceptional Stars out of 899. Horvat out of 899. And Roaring 20s of Stützle and Ottawa. Next up, Marc-Andre Fleury for Chicago. And look at this, going to BP. Probably waiting on that one, Brian. How about that for you, Brian? 17 of 99, Cale Makar. Boom. That'll make it a nice night. 17 of 99. Awesome one for you there. There's the backside. Not expecting that out of the box, huh? Throw him right there. Little auto horn for BP. Auto horn was off the screen, but there's the end of it. Congrats, Brian. And the last card in this pack, it is for the Blue Jackets, Cole Sillinger Rookie Journey out of 499. Very cool card there too, with like little pixels. So Cole Sillinger out of 499. Next up, Jonathan Marchessault for Vegas. Adam Fox for the Rangers out of 749. Fox out of 749. And a Roaring 20s of Mr. Rasmus Dahlin for Buffalo. Next up we have Vincent Lecavalier for Tampa. And we have out of 99 here, Cole Peretti and the Jets. Cole Peretti and the Jets. Going to Matt Bannerman. It's his first time with us. So you got a short print, Matt. It's kind of nice. 51 of 99 for your exceptional features. Cole Perfetti. Not a bad way to start with us. And a star of the show, Cale Makar. You got a star of the show insert, Brian, plus the auto back there. And it's 2 different photos, which is nice. Man, it seemed like, I agree with you, Brian. It seemed like for a little while that we weren't hitting anything huge. But I'll call that Kale huge. Nothing to frown about. Jacob Bernard Docker for Ottawa. We have out of 275, John Tavares and the Leafs. Out of 275. Then a brilliance of Cole Caulfield in Montreal. Caulfield in Montreal and Tavares out of 275. Oh yeah, that net card, I forgot about that. And the Cast of Greatness Connor, like the all metal plate card. Speaking of Connor, McDavid for the Oilers. Exceptional Futures out of 899 for Cam York, and a rookie journey of Alexander Holtz of 999. So non-pixelated, just kind of a rainbow. The short print ones were pixelated. The rookie journey out of 999 for Holtz, Cam York out of 899 for the Flyers. All right, we have Drake Batherson for Ottawa. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen out of 749 for Buffalo. Ukko-Pekka for 749. Then we have, haven't seen this guy in a while, star of the show, Mr. Alex Ovechkin. Star of the show for Ovi. Last pack in our first box. Start thinking about your Hall of Fame guesses for our second box of Synergy coming up. We have Zegras and the Ducks. Exceptional Stars out of 299. The man, the myth, the I know. Little Austin Matthews out of 299. And a little synergistic duo, Kopitar and Kempe out of 499. Kopitar and Kempe out of 499. All right, so we're up to that second box in our last box of Synergy. Get your Hall of Fame guesses for Synergy. Go. Put these cards off to the side here. As I was saying, right at the top of the hour, we dropped break 13. 2 boxes of artifacts, 1 Allure, and 1 SPGU. And I think all teams are less than $40. It's just 4 boxes. But should be a fun one. 2 boxes of artifacts, 1 Allure, and 1 SPGU. Like I was saying, for folks that weren't in here, trying to get rid of all the old stuff first before we break into the new stuff. Since we have quite a bit of inventory of, it's this year's and last year's, even though it all came out this year, but before we get into new products. Let's see, we got Suter, Patty Kane, doesn't matter after the Makar, Kaprizov, all right. What about Cale Makar again? That'd be kind of cool. What would the odds be? All right, Lindholm for Calgary. Kopitar out of 749 for LA. And a roaring 20s of Jack Hughes and the Devils. I need some Ocean Platinum, yeah. Be fun to get more of that. Carter Hart for Philly. Exceptional Stars out of 499, Phil Kessel. Kessel out of 499. And Carey Price with the Brilliance insert. Price for Montreal. Next up, Ross Colton for Tampa. Here we have a super short print. Tyler Toffoli out of 35. Tyler Toffoli out of 35 going to Calgary. And Calgary, where are you on my list? Going to Randy Campbell. Congrats, Randy. Got the Hendrix Lapierre auto earlier, and now a out of 35, our shortest short print of the night. This is card 1 of 35. So first off the line. Toffoli and Calgary. Throw him out there as our shortest print of the night. And our last card in this pack, Rookie Journey, Dawson Mercer for the Devils out of 399. Mercer and the Devils out of 399. Next up, Paul Coffey for the Oilers. Then we have Exceptional Star of Tyler Bertuzzi out of 299. Bertuzzi out of 299 for Detroit. And Jeremy Swayman for Boston out of 999. Swayman in Boston out of 999 for the last card. Next up, Brandon Duhaime for Minnesota. Cam Atkinson for the Flyers out of 749. And a Roaring 20s of Trevor Zegras and the Ducks. Next up, Riley Demani for the Dallas. Demani. Out of 749, Joe Volino for Detroit. And a star of the show, Nikita Kucherov for the Lightning. Kuch for the Lightning. And 2 packs left here. All right, Teuvo Teravainen for Carolina. Timo Meier out of 699 for the Sharks. Timo Meier and the Sharks. I'm sorry, out of 899. And then we have Philip Grubauer for Seattle. And last pack. Synergy, I think, doesn't necessarily guarantee 1 per box. Hopefully we get it, though. Let's see here. Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues. Tanner Jeannot out of 499. Jeannot out of 499. And we do not have an auto in this box, but we do have a synergistic duos of Aho and Rod Brindamore out of 399. Aho and Brindamore out of 399. We get into our first box of artifacts. There's up to 2 to 3 hits in every box. On average, of course. These will have slugs in them as well. If anybody needs slugs, let me know. Don't mind adding some slugs to your packs when they go out. First up, Stützle and Ottawa. And this will be our autograph here, unfortunately. The Orem bounty card for Jeremy Swayman and Boston. So there's your redemption. Swayman and the Bruins. Still a cool card. Next up, out of 299, Connor Hellebuyck and the Jets. Out of 299, Connor Hellebuyck and the Jets. I don't like those Orem cards if we're not doing the bounty. The bounties were long over, but okay, they take the place of the auto. All right, Atkinson for Columbus. Nylander for the Leafs. Blake Wheeler out of 50. Close but no cigar for our shortest print of the night. But Wheeler out of 50. Not bad at all. Yeah, they are. They are some of the nicer ones. So 33 out of 50 for Wheeler. Does not beat our Toffoli back there out of 35. Another slug and Andre Palat. Next up, Martin Nikas for Carolina. John Carlson out of 299 for the Caps. Carlson out of 299. Slug. Yandel for the Swamp Kitties and Ricard Raquel for the Ducks as the last 2. Next up, Dougie Hamilton for Carolina. Kevin Lankinen on $2.99 for Chicago. Slug. Perron for the Blues. And Pierre Dubois for the Jets. Perron and Pierre Dubois. Next up, Nikolai Ehlers for the Jets. A nice patch here of Grigory Denisenko for the Swamp Kitties. Out of $7.99. Nice dual white clean patch there. Going to Florida. And Florida was Caleb. $2.64 of $7.99. Slug. And Kevin Fiala from Minnesota. So we got 3 packs here left. Start thinking of your final Hall of Fame guest of the night. Got a nice thick card here. Logan Couture for the Sharks. Tyson Berry for the Oilers. Let's see what we got. That is a ridiculous patch. Out of 65, Shea Theodore for Vegas. Very cool, going to Brian DeMarco. Got the straight black there. You got the black with little holes in it, and you got the little gold there. That is really cool. Then you have white in the top right corner there as well. So out of 65, Theodore and VGK. Very nice one. Theodore and the Knights. Congrats, Brian. And last card in that pack was Braden Shen for the Blues. So we've had our Orem card, which takes the place of the auto. We've had a big hit there. We should have one more hit in the box. Probably another patch card. Hall for the Bruins. Nico Hischier for the Devils. A Artifacts rookie of $4.99 for Lucas Raymond and Detroit. Slug. Thatcher Demko for Vancouver. And last pack. Hey, what's going on, Dan? All right, Jacob Chirchin for Desert Dogs. And there's our other one, Tyler Toffoli and Montreal. Toffoli and Montreal with the little white patch there. Get in there. Not bad at all. Trying to see where Montreal was going to. Going to Caleb. Nice card for Caleb. And final slug and Zach Parise for the Wild was the last one there. So we are down to our last box of the night and our last Hall of Fame guess. So get your guesses in. Trying to get some more people on here. We got Brian DeMarco. We got Dan Dubs. Trying to get another one on the list. And we got Fox, Crosby, Zegras. Svechnikov. All right. See what we can do here. First up, Forsberg for Nashville. Right off the bat, we have Jeremy Swayman with the dual patch there. The Swayman out of $7.99 with a nice black and white patch for the Bruins. Very cool card. Going to Charles Palmer. $7.62 of $7.99. Slug. And Nicky Backstrom for the Caps. Morgan Riley for the Leafs. Yeah, he's talking about this one right here. Boom bam, Cam McCarr out of 100, out of 99. course, we all know what home that's going to. All right, Morgan Riley for the Leafs. Mika Zibanejad for the Rangers. And our auto here is Owen Tippett and the Panthers. Owen Tippett and the Swamp Kitties. Going to Caleb. So Caleb with a Tippett autograph. Swamp Kitties are looking so strong in playoffs. Put him there. Do an auto horn for Owen and Mr. Caleb. That's pretty funny, Dan. All right, we got a slug. It's not nice, but it's funny. And Braden Point. All right, Jordan Bennington for the Blues. Borkstrand for Columbus. Got Antoine Lundell out of $9.99 for the Swamp Kitties. Slug. And Thomas Chabot for Ottawa. Next up, Mika Rantanen for Colorado. We have Threads of the Time with Jeff Carter in LA, going back in time a little bit. Jeff Carter. Looks like an old design of the card, doesn't it? Looks like 90s-ish. The Caps needed a break for winning so much, Brian. They've won too much. They said, you know what, this year we're just going to sit it out, let somebody else win. And Bergeron for Boston. Next up, Kevin Lankinen for Chicago. Suter for Minnesota out of $4.99. Suter for the Wild with a dual green patch there. Just laugh at your comment. Hey, 17-18 season was just right around the corner ago. And then we got Kyle Connor out of $5.99. Connor out of $5.99. Seems like yesterday. Next up, Jacob Voracek for Flyers. Grease for Minnesota. I'm sorry, for Detroit. Out of 99, we have Clayton Keller looking completely lost. Keller, 6 of 99. Will not beat our out of 35. Have to go back in the record book for that one. I think it's been a long, long, long time or never. Then we got a back-to-back colors here. This one is non-numbered, but back-to-back colors. If you're playing along, take a drink. I don't have a drink up here tonight, not even water. Next up, Josh Bailey for the Islanders. Out of $2.99, Quentin Byfield for LA. Slug. Shea Theodore for Vegas, and Jason Zucker. Theodore and Zucker. And last pack of the night, we have Dominik Kubalik for Blackhawks. Kirill Kaprizov out of $4.99. Kaprizov, I mean. Out of $4.99. Slug. Tyler Bertuzzi for Detroit. Last card of the night is Brendan Gallagher for Montreal. Bertuzzi and Gallagher to finish us up. Again, just as a reminder, break 13, I just hit the camera, break 13 dropped earlier tonight. Go check that out if you'd like. 2 boxes of artifacts, 1 Allure, 1 SPGU. Thanks everybody for making this happen today. Putting us all nice and close there for a post-game press conference. But have a good night, everybody. Take care. Be safe. We'll see y'all again real soon. Have a good night.